Hello, everyone. Welcome to PatrikBarfi Show. Imagine you are doing everything right, but you're still feeling the heat. You're still broke. Why? Because there are some stuff or some habits you are avoiding. So today, we'll be looking at 8 habits that keep the middle class poor. 8 habits that keep the middle class poor. So number one, not creating your inner circle. You see, it's John Rohn that said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And he, went on to say that if you put the income of 5 people you talk to, you hang around with all the time, and divide it by 5, that is your income right there. So if you are doing good, or if you're looking good, that means you have people, right people at your corner. But if it's red, that means you need to look into it. You see, I'm not saying you should be rude to people, but the people, my core people that I talk to every day, they should have my core values. You see, even the sad part is sometimes we know these people are people that don't have our values, but we think they can change us. You see, that's not right. Look, even the Bible says that don't fool yourself. Bad friends will destroy you. 1 Corinthians 15, 33. So make sure you have the right people at your corner that have your values. If you say, let's say if you really want to build wealth and you have people that you associate with all the time think money is evil, that means you need to do some homework. Number two, buy more than you can actually afford. You see, the middle class go out there, buy stuff that they can afford to just please people that really don't like them. It's so sad. And that's what the middle class, have been doing for so long. You see, there's a rule of thumb that says that you should not spend more than 25% of your income or your monthly income on your monthly mortgage. Because if you do that, you'll be struggling. Because apart from the mortgage, you still have other things that you'll be paying. Another rule of thumb says that you shouldn't spend more than 50% of your income or yearly income on your car. But what do? Hey, we make 60,000 spend, we be having a 40,000 car. Sometimes we even make 40,000, we're having a 40,000 car. Ooh, does that make sense? Wow. That means you are driving a 1 year salary of your income. Wow. So make sure you live below your means and you will be fine. Number three, working hard, not working smart. I'm not saying don't work hard. Working hard is good. Every successful person will tell you that they work hard. But we need to also work smart too. You see, a lot of us don't even take advantage of our 401ks match. Those are free money. We don't even take advantage of. Those are working smart also. Another thing is, let's say even if you want your next egg to be $1 million, and you make middle income salary, that's about 74,000. How are you going to get to $1 million working and working and working? No, this is where you have to be smart and make compounding interest work for you. You see, Einstein said it, or say compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. You see, most of us out there, we are out there using credit cards, paying 20, 24, 28% for these credit card companies. And you're not taking advantage of these compounding interest or the compounding growth because we are not investing. You see, let's look at this, right? Let's say average middle class is putting $250 in their at your retirement. From 30 to 67, they're probably making about 1.164. This is nothing. This is not even talking about the matches that the company is giving. So let's say even if this company is matching $50 every month and they put in $300 a month from 30 to 67, you're getting about 1.3 million. So we have to work smart. And that's what the middle class are not doing. The middle class are not taking advantage of this. Number four, not earning what you're worth. You see, there's a study that shows that people that stays at their same job get like just 3% increment. But there are sometimes you can see that you have outgrow your position, but there's no room for you to grow over there. So there's a study that shows that middle class stay in the same place for so long. I'm not saying changing, be changing jobs like you're changing clothes, but you have to make sure when you outgrow that position, you can take your skill somewhere, and boom, all of a sudden you're making 80, now you're making 100. So people that change jobs make more money. Don't be changing that quick, but make sure you get the experience and all that. And that's one thing that the middle class are not taking advantage of. Number five is paying all your taxes. You see, all income and all the same are taxed the same. Incomes are not taxed the same. They are different. You see, the rich focus on capital gains. And capital gains is about 15%. But middle class income, guess what? We focus on what? Earned income. And earned income is about 24 to 32%. See, that is the reason why the richest person on this land pay less on taxes percentage-wise than average middle class. See? So we have to make sure we pay, find some way to reduce our taxes. You see, if we are if we are creating your inner circle well, and if you are buying or living less on what you can make, what you're bringing in, and working smarter, not just harder, and making sure you're getting what your worth is, and you're doing your taxes well, making sure you're reducing your taxes, is going to help you to win. So let's go to number six. Number six is relying on one income. See, those days are way gone. Those days that we just have one income, one income is fine, are way gone. Each one of us, we got something in us that can be bringing us, these days you have side hustles, you have side jobs that can bring you something, so that when the other one is not there, you can fall on the other one. You see, even the Bible says that, it says, sow your seed in the morning, and at evening let your hands not be idle, for you do not know which one will succeed, whether this one or that one, or whether both will do equally well. That's Ecclesiastes 11:16. You see, even the Bible is telling us that after our 9 to 5 job, we shouldn't be sitting, we should be doing something. So it's always good to bring us something, because you might not know, maybe your niche or your side hustle is going to outgrow your regular income. Number seven, middle class focus too much on credit score instead of focusing on net worth. You see, credit score is nothing but telling you how much you borrow. A lot of us don't understand that. It's nothing. You see, that's the reason why, even if you have $1 million right now, or you inherit $1 million now, your credit score will not change a bit, because it has nothing to do with what you have. It's all about what you can borrow. And if you're doing good, you have an 850 credit score, that means you are just a good borrower. That's it. It doesn't bring you anywhere. But the rich focus on what? Net worth. And net worth is what? All you own versus all you owe. All your asset minus liability. And that is what we should focus on. And the last one, but not the least, is spending before you save. So most of us, we have so much debt, we can't even save anything. We work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, 160 a month, and we give all the money away. You see, part of what the race is yours. So you have to make sure you save first. That's the mentality of the poor. Because by the time you pay everybody, the money is gone. So make sure you save first and spend the rest. You don't spend and save the rest. See, I think it's Brian from Maniga that said, he said, make sure you always make the good things easier to do and make the bad things harder to do. So rather than making sure you see the money, just invest first before even the money gets automated, before even it gets to you. And if we are doing all these things, if you're in the middle class and you're doing all these things, making sure the people around you are good, they have good mindset like you are, you're living on less than you make, you're working smart, and also, getting what your worth is, and bringing something extra income, side hustle, and also making sure you focus on network, and making sure you're saving first. That will always get you freedom financially. So always make sure you spend wisely, you save intentionally, and give generously. Watch out for the next video. Patrick Barfi.